appreciate everyone coming out for this fight. First and foremost, I want to give a big amount of credit to both Sergey Bohachuk, who fought like a champion, and in our hearts is still a champion. A lot of credit to Virgil Ortiz, who showed he's a true warrior in the ring, going 12 rounds with Sergey Bohachuk. I want to acknowledge Jeff Mullen from the Nevada Athletic Commission. He was very fair through the whole process. I mean, we're going to go back to the hotel and celebrate, because in our hearts, and Sergey knows that he's a champion. He would be here right now. He didn't want to go to the hospital. The commission mandated that he goes to get a precautionary CT scan, so we're not going to argue with the commission or the ringside doctors. It's only precautionary. My understanding is Virgil did the same thing. So without taking anything away from the fight, you got to give both of these warriors a lot of credit. This is literally one of the candidates for the fight of the year. I mean, the way these guys fought over 12 rounds, non-stop action. Bohachuk was pressing the action. Credit to the Nevada Athletic Commission and the WBC for the instant replay rule, because the referee did miss the first round knockdown, so they changed that. So if you have 2 knockdowns and you have Bohachuk pressing the action, and you have him landing more punches, you got to give Virgil credit. He landed hard punches. Again, we're not taking anything away from Virgil. It's not his fault with the scoring. I want to give him 100% credit, him and his team. And Manny Robles had Sergey prepared 100%. Robert Garcia did a tremendous job in Virgil's corner. We just feel in our heart of hearts, and I'm the first one, if someone loses the fight, I think for the sport of boxing, you know, these hometown decisions, and I'm not saying this is one, but these decisions, you know, need to stop. It's for the good of the sport. If Bohachuk won the fight, or had a draw, like one judge had a draw, he should keep his title. But it's just not right. If you look at social media, you know, his value went up tremendously, as if he still kept his title, because you know, His Excellency came up after the fight and said he wants him on one of his future shows. Mauricio Sulman from the WBC said he's going to support Bohachuk 100%, as if he's still their champion. So his stock went up. Naturally, Virgil Ortiz stock went up a lot, but we don't agree with the decision. I'll let Manny say a few words. He can say a few words about the training, the preparation, his view on the fight. Every text that I've gotten and everything I've read on social media says Bohachuk won that fight. So it's just for us, we feel that he's still the champion. We feel he won that fight and should still be considered a champion.
I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. I'm still upset. You know, I believe the decision should have went our way. I mean, you all know sometimes, you know, you're watching a fight, you're watching a close fight, and you try to find a way to say, okay, well, you know, you gotta tell me it's a close fight. What's gonna make the difference is the knockdown, right? But in this case, there wasn't one knockdown; there was 2 knockdowns, and we still didn't get the decision. I mean, one judge had it for Hall, the other 2 had it for Virgil. I don't take anything away from Virgil. Man, Virgil's a warrior. I worked with Virgil in the past, as you all know, and I had nothing but respect for Virgil and his team. And Robert's a great guy, man. He's a class act. We get along great. We squashed whatever bad situation there was. And I went and I spoke to Robert. I spoke to the dad. I spoke to the kid. I spoke to Sergey, and I had Sergey be a gentleman, be a good sport. Let's go congratulate Virgil on the win. As much as it hurts, and as much as we believe we won the fight, you know, I learned one thing a long time ago from my dad, man. You know, I say it in Spanish better, but I'm trying to do the best I can in English. But what he would tell me was, in victory, you keep your head down and stay humble. And in defeat, you keep your head up to show your dignity. And that's what happened today. You know, we unfortunately, like I said, we lost the fight.
Lost the decision. You didn't lose the fight, you lost the decision.
We lost the decision. They told me, keep your head up, man. Keep your head up, and you know, because you definitely fought your ass off, and you know, most of us saw him win. And I don't know what to say. I'm definitely disappointed. I've been doing this for a long time, and you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there. I hope I don't get myself in trouble with the commission or the judges or the WBC or any of these so-called sanctioning bodies, man. I get sick and tired of this shit time and time again. How unfair they could be to these fighters, like tonight with Sergey, how
Put their life
unfair
on the
they
line.
could be. They put their lives on the line, everything that they go through just to get to this point. And for these officials to I don't know what the fuck they're looking at, man, and not only that, nobody holds them accountable. Nobody holds them accountable. They interview they interview the fighters, they interview the judges, the managers, the promoters, they interview everybody except the judges. They go home. They just go home and nobody tells them anything, nobody questions them, nobody puts them on the spot, you know, and I believe that's gotta stop. I believe they should be held accountable.
Yeah.
You know, they should interview them immediately after the fight and ask them, what the fuck are you looking at? Excuse my French, but, you know, it is what
When
it
you look
is.
at the 12th round, all three judges gave Virgil the last 3 rounds. You look at the 12th round, Virgil's tape was coming undone, his nose was busted, his eye was busted, he was breathing heavy. Sergey was coming forward, had momentum. They stopped the fight because his tape somehow mysteriously came undone in the 12th round, and he still didn't get that round. So you can't give every close round to Virgil. You know, Virgil landed again. We're not taking anything away from him. He landed some hard shots, but Sergey was pressing the action. He was coming forward. He was landing more punches than Virgil, and plus I knew it was close. With the second knockdown, I figured, okay, there's no way they can overcome 2 knockdowns, and somehow they figured out a way to to do that.
Question here?
Manny, quick question.